All right, thank you so much for joining me in this lecture as well. And I hope you would have understood about the basics of evolution of management and after that the functions of management. So I'm just going to record this video lecture. So whoever has not joined, they can see it afterwards. I'm just going to share the screen and I'm going to explain one by one all the principles of management, and these are very important. Just before starting the lecture again, going to take your quick confirmation. Am I audible to you? Is everything fine from my side? Can you hear me so that I can start my lecture? All right, thank you so much. I've got the confirmation. I'm just going to share the screen and we shall be doing about the principles of management. Okay, so these are there. I've shared the screen so that everything is visible to you. This is about principles of management, and they were given by the famous personality which was talked about under the philosophy of administrative management. Administrative management. Okay, under this we have talked about them, and that was Henry Fayol. They gave 14 principles, and these are very important to go through. I must tell you, the only reason is nowadays, recently, the question is not asked from this, but previously, till 2017 or 18, we have experienced that from the principles of management as well. The questions are usually asked. Okay, and these can be of reasoning, assertion type, anything. But I must tell you, if you understand their concepts, if you understand their subject matter, if you understand the meaning of all the principles, then you can easily answer any kind of question. And one thing for sure, you have to remember all the 14 principles given by Henry Fayol. Okay, so now I'm going to start the principles of management. The historical background is same. I have already taught you. Okay, these have been given by Henry Fayol. Okay, these are 14 in total. This is all about these. And now we move further. This is the first principle. It is a division of work. Okay, what is this? It simply says you don't do burden on yourself. Okay, don't take any kind of a burden. If you have a lot of things to do, hire proportionately these many employees. Okay, if 100% work is there, if only 2 employees are there, then you can divide the work 50-50 so that no one is burdenized. If you have 3 person in total, okay, 3 partners are there, then you can divide 1/3 of work with everyone. Okay, if still in this kind, you can divide your work in a way so that no one is going to take any kind of burden and the work is very smooth. Okay, this is the first principle of management, division of work. You have to divide the work with all your employees. And most importantly, for dividing the work, you have to take into consideration one thing only. This is specialization. Okay, specialization. If I am a specialist in giving lectures, this is the reason why I have been assigned this job in my team. Okay, if someone is good in content preparation, then we assign him or her this work. Okay, in this way, on the basis of a specialization, the division of work should be there. And you must hire as maximum as employees possible so that you don't take burden and every work of management goes smooth. So this was the first principle given by Henry Fayol regarding the management. The second is authority. Okay, there are 4 employees in total. Okay, on the basis of a specialization, you have assigned them the work, and along with assigning the work, you have to assign them the authority as well. You have to assign them the authority, like you have given them the responsibility of performing a work on your behalf. And along with this responsibility, you have to give them authority as well, so that they can perform the job as they wish. If they shall be doing the work as per their autonomy, then their return or their success rate shall be very higher. Okay, this is the reason why we always tell that a teacher should be given a complete autonomy regarding his work. They should be very free in taking any kind of a decision. So you must give the authority to the employee along with the responsibility entrusted to him. So this is the second principle. Okay, the first was the division of work. First of all, you have to divide the work within all your employees on the basis of specialization. Secondly, along with assigning the responsibility, you must give them authority as well. Then discipline. You must maintain the discipline in your organization or concern or enterprise, anything. Okay, you have to take the quick charge of all the things, so that there is a complete discipline in your organization. Everything must be, everyone and everything must be in a very disciplined way. If this is task A, task B, task C, task D, if they have specific time, like task A shall be performed at 9 a.m. daily, then task B at 11 a.m. daily, then task C at 1 p.m. daily, and in the same way 3 p.m. daily have been assigned for the task D. Then each work should be performed at the time assigned to them particularly. Okay, so this is a discipline, and each and everyone in the organization must be disciplined. So this was the third principle: division of work, authority, discipline. Then unity of command. Only one person should be the head of one single employee. Okay, so like this is me myself. Okay, and in my head, to whom I have to report? I have to report to my supervisor. I have to report to my supervisor. I am answerable to only my supervisor. Even if there is HOD or head of a department, okay, they can ask me anything, but ultimately I have to report only to my supervisor. I do not have any kind of a concern or obligation towards my HOD, toward my dean, toward our VC, vice chancellor, or anybody. Okay, I have only one unity of a command. Only this man can command me, or only this man can order me. No one can order me regarding my research. Okay, so this is known as a unity of a command. Only one person should be at your top or at your head, so that they can give you the command. Okay, so this is known as the fourth principle, because otherwise if there are number of people to order me, okay, then what shall happen? My progress or my result, my report shall not be this much efficient. Okay, it will completely burdenize me that I have to report to so many people. So this is known as a unity of a command. Only one head, one plan. This should be the strategy. Then there is a unity of a direction. Okay, the supervisor or the subordinate, supervisor or subordinate, they can have number of employees under them. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and there should be unity in a direction. Whatever the work they are doing, there should be unity in direction. They should do the work collaboratively. Okay, you must do only those things which have been assigned to you. You cannot do anything else. If you have been assigned the job A, then you must perform job A only. If you have been given job B, then you must perform job B only. This is unity of a direction. Each and everyone must work collaboratively, and secondly, you must do your work. You can help others as well if they wishes and if your supervisor allows. Otherwise, you must have the unity of a direction. Your focus should be towards your job only. So what we have understood, the first was divide the work of organization, then authority must be assigned along with the responsibility, discipline must be there, only one person should be at your top, there should be unity of direction. Whatever has been assigned to you, you have to do that. Then subordination of individual interest to common goal. This was the sixth principle given by Henry Fayol. What they told that in life, if in life there can be your individual goals as well. Okay, but when you are in job, you are attached with an organization. Okay, like I have worked as an assistant professor for 5 years in a university campus. Okay, so I was attached to that particular organization, and that organization had its own goals as well. So there are my life goals and there are my organization's goal. These are known as individual interests. Okay, and these are known as common goals. So this specific principles tells you that your life goals and your organization goals should match to the maximum extent. They should match. There should be complete subordination. Subordination simply means you must take your life goals and organization goals as well along with you, but priority should always be given to organization goals when you are working for any organization. But when this is your free time or when this is your own time, then you can completely devote time to your life goals. Otherwise priority should be there, and if a possibility is there, the life goal or personal interest should match with the organization goals as well. So this is known as a subordination of individual interest to the common goals. Then the seventh is remuneration to staff. This is the seventh principle. It simply tells you the person, whoever you have hired, you must give him required salary. You have to pay them salary, you have to pay them wages or a remuneration or anything we can take. Their names are synonymous. The only reason is you have to reward them. Okay, so that their productivity becomes maximum. So this is known as remuneration to staff. This is the seventh principle, and it tells you that remuneration motivates the employees to work more for the organization. Then there is a centralization. It simply tells you that although the subordinates are there, but the authority, the ultimate authority of the organization should be in the hands of the top structure directors. Like there should be centralization in the organization. Okay, so at the top there is a CEO. Okay, after that board of directors are there. They can be in a number. CEO is only one. There can be three directors. Okay, each and every director may be assigned some particular areas like marketing, then finance is there, then accounts is there. Okay, anything can be assigned to them. They becomes the different departments, and each department should further be assigned some supervisors. Okay, so they can be there, and after that under the supervisor there comes the worker or the subordinates. But the authority, the ultimate authority should lies at the hands of top level authorities, and this is known as concept of a centralization. The Henry Fayol says that he advocated the centralization of the organization. This was the eighth principle. Now this is a scalar chain. Okay, what is scalar chain? This is very important to understand. Okay, so I am drawing here something. This is the top level authority of the organization, and after that here comes some other levels, other level officers. Like this is A, this is B level, this is C level, this is D, again A, B, C, D. Okay, suppose C is the boss of D, then B is the boss of C, A is the boss of A. In this way the chain can be made further, and this is known as a scalar chain. It simply tells you that there should be unity of a direction and unity of a command. Okay, D can communicate with C only, then C can communicate with B only, B can communicate with A. In this way the communication should be done in the organization. So this is the concept of scalar chain. A proper chain should be there, and one person should be at the top for the one person. Okay, there should be one command only. Command should be from one person only. So scalar chain is just the extended description of what we have already done under the unity of command and unity of direction. This was all about that. This was the ninth principle. The 10th is order. There should be the complete order of every work. Okay, each and everything assigned in a very disciplined manner, and there should be an order for performing all the jobs. Okay, job A, job B, job C, job D, job E, and this order should not break. Okay, A, then B, then C, then D, then E. If A is the first process, then B, then here comes C, then D, then E. Okay, so you have to perform, or you have to obey the proper protocol for performing any task. So this is about order, and it can be understood in this way and other ways as well. Like the order should flow from top to below. Okay, in this way you can also understand this concept. Okay, it can be bifurcated or divided understanding in a number of ways. This particular principle can be understood in a number of ways. Tools I have already told you, and they are not going to be very specific if the question is asked in the examination. First, I have told you every work should have a proper order to be followed, and secondly, the order should flow from top to the bottom, but at the head of one, only one should be there. One head, one order only. This should be the strategy in the organization. Then there should be the principle of equity. This is the 11th one. It's saying that everyone should be treated equally in the organization. Okay, if there are employees, there are 3 employees or 4 employees, you cannot make any kind of discrimination on any ground, whether this is racial, whether this is on the basis of a capability or anything else. You have to treat all the employees on equal footing. Each and everyone should be equal for you. This is the principle of equity, and this is 11th principle. Then there is a stability of a staff. You must try your best so that no staff member should leave you. Okay, they should be stable. They should be willing to work for you for years. Okay, for 2, for 5, 10, for longer period, they should be attached with you. You have to make very cordial relationship with your staff members so that they are always stable. They should feel the homely feeling for their working organization. Okay, so there should be the stability of staff. Your staff should not get any kind of a problem from your side, so they can work smoothly and easy. Then initiative. This is the 13th principle, and it simply tells you that you must motivate your employees in a way that along with their organization, they must take individual initiative as well, so that the productivity of your organization can be increased. So you should encourage them to take more and more initiative from their sides as well. You should encourage their own ideas, their beliefs, their values, their system, so that they can take more initiative for the organization, so that its productivity can be increased or maximized. Then the last one is that this is esprit de corps. What does it tells you? It only says this is the crux of coordination. Coordination. This was the 3rd or 4th function of management, I think. It simply says you have to inspire and motivate your employees for the maximum coordination between them. This is esprit de corps. This is also known as corporation. Esprit simply denotes to the spirit of being coordinated or cooperated. Okay, so you must encourage or motivate them so that they always work in together, and they work in a way so that they have the proper spirit of cooperation, and they must encourage the helping behavior in them. So in this way, I have taught you everything regarding this. This was the second class for today, and I hope you would have enjoyed this. And in the coming days, number of lecture and concepts are there. Maybe in some days, we have to take 3 lectures as well. And maybe in the coming times that can happen. Although we are very advanced for the research, but now you can experience that today we have to take 2 lectures. In this way, if there is paper 1 as well, then it can be increased anytime. So I must tell you that from yesterday onwards, we have already taken an initiative of posting the regular test series via YouTube lectures as well. A question is posted to you, the screen is shared with you, a recorded voice is there which asks you simply one question, and some time is given to you. You have to attempt these kind of tests as well. These are very worthy for you, and I must tell you this, these are not restricted to paper 1. In the coming days, we are going to um, include the test series for the paper 2 as well, as maximum test series as possible, so that your qualifying examination becomes very easy. And second, and most importantly, for tomorrow's lecture, it can be the possibility that if um, at exactly 6 p.m. I'm not available, then the recorded lecture shall be given to you for at least one class. So it can be the possibility. So I must need your regularity. I hope you would have gone through from all the lectures, live and recorded classes as well, and you are attempting the test series on daily basis. Only then you can expect your exam to be qualified. Thank you so much for joining me in this lecture. We shall be meeting tomorrow.